Hello and welcome to another LLA VOD review. Today it's going to be Gillette Infinity versus Furious Gaming. Battle of like first and almost second place, or third place at this time. So it was a very interesting game to watch because like I put Infinity quite high in the team because they have Cody and White Lotus, and I think Anchorman and Solid Snakes has been playing really well, and Bugux he's been very solid at the top lane as well. Whereas Furious Gaming, they were another like a surprising team with Boogie being like total dominance in the jungle, and like Shawnee and Toplop playing well, and Eri carrying the late game as well. So overall draft, Infinity they have like a Senatam Kench, and like a Camille at the top, and Syndra in the middle with Gragas jungle. Gragas jungle doesn't really get that much played, but obviously there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jungle ban on top of Graves takeaway, so it was kind of expected that some sort of niche jungler that had to come out. But on the other side of Furious Gaming, they have Fiora top for split push, and they have Graves in the jungle, Azir in the middle, and Jinx Lulu. So they obviously don't have like a front line, so like if Infinity starts getting ahead, it would have been very difficult for Furious Gaming to actually come back from this game. Because like even if his Fiora is winning and they are losing like the bottom side of the map, especially like the Graves, then the Senna Kench will outrange anyone, and they'll do a lot of damage. And same with like the Syndra, Scatter the Weak will definitely protect like the core of it, and they just have so much more playmaking potential than Furious Gaming. So yeah, so let's get into what this game really show us. And like I tweeted it like the immovable object versus unstoppable force, because I'm pretty sure like Bowler he had like a very high win rate on, I think like 100% win rate on Lulu last year, and like Solid Snakes Gragas like last year when I was in All Nights, we were so scared of like his Gragas, so it was pretty funny to see like his Gragas coming back, and I was like, holy shit, Gragas versus Lulu, who's gonna win? So pretty much, just a personal joke of mine. So yeah, we'll just see what happens. Not much should really happen in the early game, but Boogie should definitely like try and bully Solid Snake out. So like it's going to be interesting like what his actual pathing is gonna be. So like unless he knows, like he could do like the red, blue, Gromp, bot gank into like invade, or like he could just actually just do red to enemy blue. So like we'll see what exactly Boogie actually does. Like as soon as he realized Gragas actually started solo start, and notice how both Izzy is pushing really hard, and same with the Fiora, and the Fiora is like doing less of a trade. So like Boogie's always already like pathing into enemy jungle and going for like some sort of invade, and Cody is actually here before Top Loppers. So like let's actually see what actually happened. Top Lop actually gave up like the priority for a bit, and like Cody is actually moving a lot quicker than Top Loppers, and in fact like Cody actually uses tons of mana just to get a poke, and she actually like notice how much mana she has, and like they both have like refillable potion, corrupting potion, but it's a lot of mana being expended, and as you can see like Graves is already bullying out this Gragas, and Graves is one of the stronger jungler at level 2, so it's good job by Boogie to actually punish that, and we'll actually see like if he can actually secure the bot Scuttle Crab. And I think this was a big mistake coming from Solid Snake, because like as soon as he hits this, he revealed his location, and notice how like Toplop is already moving to the bot side, and same with Furious Gaming's bot lane. It already kind of indicates that Boogie like really takes control of the team, and it really shows that he has been one of the really good jungler in LLA, and I'm showing you like his aggressiveness and his ability to use his teammate really shows, unlike the one the previous VOD that I showed you with All Night's video. So yeah, so very credit to Boogie and his early planning, so that's really nicely done. But I do have to say, like, he has to reset soon, and then he needs to start exerting pressure on the map. Like, he is still a lot stronger than this Gragas in terms of like combat stats, but he needs to like start taking like these chickens on respawn. But it's going to be hard because like only his top lane has like some sort of priority, and Fiora is like not really that amazing champion to really invade. So like all he has is like bot or mid, but then again, like it's already hard to like establish some sort of like advantage through that. So we'll just see what actually happens. Boogie actually skips the golem, so I don't really like when junglers do this, because like you're already like missing out. You're putting yourself behind, and you're not it's like you have 6 minion wave, but you refuse to take the 5th one. You only take 5, so you're putting yourself behind by not taking this golem, and this golem is going to be level 1 golem, so it's going to give you even less experience over the time. So he should have done this, then look for a mid, then do the chicken, because his chicken was on 2nd respawn, so it would have been like level 3 camp or something like that. And Solid Snake, they're calling up for like a lot of mid gank, so like Cody obviously doesn't have a lot of mana. Boogie actually sees Solid Snake and goes for like a big trade, and Solid Snake has to he did well like flashing it, and Cody once again like uses tons of mana, and like top goes for a very nice aggressive play, but Cody counter attacks with a very nice trade on his own. And obviously like Cody gets like a base off in favor of him, because this wave is pushing towards Cody, so some of the minions are getting denied from top lop, so maybe Boogie should have pushed that with him, or someone should have helped him, but it's fine. But this is like another play like Eri kind of did, which I sort of don't agree with, because like you're counter jungling your own jungler, like unless like Boogie specifically called that he's you guys can take this, I'm not going to take this, I'm going to invade his blue side again and take his Grompers on top of that, then it's fine. But if that wasn't, then for Boogie's perspective, it's very annoying that happened. So obviously like result wise, like the reason I say this is like, if you don't communicate as a team, then it's just a bad play. But overall, like it's a good play, and as you see, like I mean, like this is just a mistake of Eri, because like he should have like trimmed this wave with a rocket, and he had like a lot of mana, so like he shouldn't be like over here. He should be here, and yes, like they would have gotten Dove regardless, but like at least like you guys would have had all 4 summoners and maybe like a defensive teleport coming from Fiora, because like Fiora did have like some sort of priority, so very micro error coming from Eri, and yeah, and he just get punished and gets Infinity's bot lane even more ahead. And that's kind of crucial, because like Jinx and Lulu like definitely needs like a lot. They need like some sort of like experience lead, or like even experience to be able to do something. Yeah, so like not much is happening. Shoni goes for like a trade. This matchup is very Fiora favored, so that was a very nice flash. And here comes the Graves. Yeah, not much that he can do. Playing through top side. Yeah, just leaving bot lane on an island. So, and Solid Snake actually goes for a regank, and Shani actually dies. So very nice gank from Solid Snake. That's why I say, oh, his Gragas is so scary, because it's just because Gragas is one of those jungler that you can actually sack a lot of like camp tempo usage, and goes for like more of like a lane heavy ganking lane, because like at the end of the day, like he should be going AP, but he can opt into like more of a tanky build later. So yeah, he can definitely do that. And yeah, so once again, like Infinity's bot lane exerting a lot of dominance at the bot, and yeah, Jinx has to heal, and the bot lane of Furious Gaming is actually really struggling, despite giving over Senna Tamkinch early. So maybe this was not the pick that, maybe this wasn't the way they expected it to go, and it definitely hurt because like Lulu and Jinx, I keep mentioning it, like they need like experience. They're behind in terms of like experience, so or maybe like funneling some sort of like experience to Lulu. Like if Lulu was like level 7, it would have been fine. But even Lulu's like at level 6, so bit of a very unfortunate situation coming out from them. And here comes like some sort of play, Boogie, and this is a kill for Boogie. Yep, very nice play from Boogie, and actually gets rewarded for first blood tower and like a huge amount of gold swing towards Furious Gaming. So very nice play by both Shawnee and Boogie. Not necessarily sure if they going for the second tower is really worth it, but they are, and this Eri gets killed. Yes, Gragas is probably going to finish him off. He flash. Oh, he had ult. And here comes the teleport coming from his ear, so Solid Snake is going to die as well. So overall, like, not a very good trade from Infinity, because Top Lop ends up getting the kill, whereas Gragas got the kill. So very not a very worth thing, because like naturally, like White Lotus and Anchorman has been playing phenomenally, and like they just got the tower on their own without some sort of like help coming from Gragas. Obviously, like Gragas did exert to pressure down at bottom, but like there wasn't like an extra Herald charge that managed to finish the dragon off. So very lane dominance showing performance from White Lotus and Anchorman, and they should probably send Senna and Tamkinch mid and start exerting pressure elsewhere. And Infinity's win condition right now should be stacking up dragon and going for like a dragon soul win condition. But we'll have to see what kind of dragon it is, because if it's like actually as long as like I think Earth Dragon is gonna be the worst. Like Inferno would be good. Water Dragon's just good in general. So yeah. And like I said, like if Infinity's top bot side of the map gets stronger than Furious Gaming, it's gonna be very difficult for Furious Gaming to actually face check like an object or like a bush. So it's gonna be very like Furious Gaming will be in a very scary situation. But as you see, level 10 Boogie versus level 7 Solid Snake, so already like a huge jungle difference. And Boogie is like, he might actually be like, he actually has more CS than Camille, funnily enough. So yeah, he just power farmed so much. And Shawnee actually goes for like a gank, and he actually kills the Fiora. So once again, like Solid Snake, he covered and he actually showed himself. That's why Boogie is able to pressure down bot and go for like a lot of pressure down bot, and goes for like tower chunk. And like the worst thing about like the Infinity play right now is like they're reacting onto these kind of plays, like going back here, like when Solid Snake is going top, like Bugux is already overextended, and he got himself killed against the Camille. And the next thing is like Infinity's bot lane is reacting to Boogie's pressure at bot, so like they're just losing a lot of tempo by chasing around Furious Gaming members. And Furious Gaming, like even though they didn't get that much at bot, but they managed to push the wave in, and they managed to catch up in experience department. Like now this Jinx is level 9, but I would have loved to see Paola, because Lulu is one of those enchanters that is very level dependent, and she gets a lot more benefit when she gets like a level lead. So here's the replay of the Shawnee's chase. But overall, like Bugak shouldn't even be at top side, and like Gragas should have been Gregor should have been pathing down bot and actually pressuring with Senna Tampkinch. And yeah, this is like Furious Gaming trying to make a aggressive play, like Syndra's down bot, but obviously like Toplop made a huge mistake going for some sort of hero play that they didn't necessarily need to overextend, because like Dragon is coming up. This Dragon is most likely going to be going towards Infinity, and unfortunately Cody actually misses, doesn't actually kill the blue buff. So yeah, very crucial mistake coming out for him. Yeah, actually, in fact, because of like the late tempo reset coming from Infinity, they actually end up losing this Dragon. So very, very odd. Very odd of them to actually give up this Dragon, because like I think they're quite strong, and that Azir doesn't have like a mythic item, and like Gragas and Graves, it's only 600 gold difference pretty much. So I think Infinity giving up this Dragon and the Dragon setup and the recall timing was very poor of them. And the thing is, like, White Lotus bought the lethality build instead of the Kraken Slayer into Guinsoo build, so he's going to scale a lot worse, and his vision control is going to be a lot more superior in return. So losing the Dragon part would really hurt them in the long term, because he invested into more mid to early game rather than the late game. So going forward, Boogie actually plays super aggressive, trading flash with Cody. Now Boogie's the one that's in trouble because the Gragas is here, and same with the Camille teleport, and Camille actually gets the kill, and the Gragas actually lives. So very like both these teams aren't really playing, and the tempo of the game is actually super fast. It's faster than what I expect, and as you see, like I'll keep saying it, but the level of Bowler being level 8 really hurts them, and like the level difference is really starting to show, and the fact Boogie did die, like the level difference between Solid Snake and Boogie will be much more shortened. So this game is already going in favor of Infinity, and like, but the fact they didn't get this Dragon really hurts them, from my point of view. And like the fact Senna didn't went for Kraken build, really it's really questioning for me as well. Yep, and Furious Gaming, they are actually setting up for Herald. So it's really weird, because like Infinity in theory should have like vision control with what's this item called? Umbriel Blade. So like it's really odd for me to see that they don't have like the vision set up, and they are not actually going for the objective, because like yes, they're getting these sort of kills, but like the fact is, like, Furious Gaming, okay, Boogie died again, but they got the Dragon, they got the Herald, so like, are they gonna get the Baron? They can't. They don't have the damage. And Fiora's getting the bot tower, so like, yes, they're getting people picked off. Oh, obviously, like, it's a bad thing for Furious Gaming, but overall, Infinity, they're not getting any objective out of it. They're getting gold out of it. Like, you are stronger than them right now. Like, why aren't you guys fighting? Like, let's skip over to this next Dragon. So let's see what actually happens. Bugux is actually so far ahead. He's getting vision on his own. Cody is like so far away from his team, and he is actually recalling for this Dragon fight. So like, Cody needs to push this and grip up mid, then push out the vision. But you know, like, Solid Snake dies in return, and this Dragon once again going over Furious Gaming. White Lotus, he's so strong. What is what is Infinity doing? They're not actually doing anything. And Cody is by himself, and he'll probably die. Yeah, like as you see, like, the problem of this game is like Anchorman and White Lotus, they're always ready to like do something. So like, if you go back, like, they're waiting for Solid Snake, they're waiting for Cody to move to them, get vision with them, deny vision with Umbriel Glaive, and turn on the red lens, start setting up vision, put down wards, but just the team's just dying. There's misuses of tempo, and Cody actually falls, and no one gets the Baron. So yeah, so this dragon is just going to be important, and it goes over to Infinity finally, and yeah, so and Shawnee actually ints pretty much, and the kill actually goes for Ankaman, and the Spookux dies. Nope, no one dies. So once again, like, the gold lead is there for Infinity. They have the mid pressure. They can get some sort of vision. They need to push their lead, but it's just very odd of them to not be able to get the sort of vision with White Lotus and Ankaman's lead that they have. So maybe that's something Infinity needs to work on in terms of like getting vision, and something that Furious Gaming can work on is like they need their early game was really good, but during the mid game they just need to slow down, and they can't really sack their bottom lane as much, because when it comes to mid game, you're gonna put your bot duo mid, and if your bot duo is losing priority, it's gonna be harder for Boogie, Shawnee, and Toplop to do something on the side lane, because the longer the fight goes, the White Lotus and Anchorman is gonna have priority, and they can start forcing things on the side. And Shawnee, yep, and not much is happening, and he actually gets hit by a rocket. So like let's see. So this is a good play. This is a good try. So, and Fiora actually lives. Like very small health, so good job. And notice like Anchorman and White Lotus, they're not rotating. So like Cody and Bugux is actually making a huge mistake by staying in there. And like Anchorman's like in time control, like if he time controlled there, he would have died as well. So like the fact Boogie actually stopped them, saved Tom Kinch's life. And White Lotus, he has to flash out, and Ares here, and yeah, like what Infinity, they're just losing the vision game on their own, and Boogie actually tries to execute, but couldn't, and they're actually going for the Baron, and Solid Snake actually has to flash out, and the Gragas die. So the fight itself is very chaotic, and this is where like Furious Gaming gets the Baron, and they get the push. Now Eri and Baola has the priority in mid lane with the Baron buff, so the game is already in a very messy state. And like the fact White Lotus and Anchorman, both of them were super strong, and they were just ready to fight, but they just couldn't, because some sort of accident keeps happening on the side lane, and it's very hard for Tom Kench to do anything against like these 4 range champion. And here comes another like play, but once again Shawnee, he's playing really well, going like this would have been like the 4th dragon for Infinity if they just played it well. So like I guess a lot of LLA teams just have issue with getting vision. So because you're not getting vision, it's hard for your laners to do anything. And is this the game? Yeah, this is the game. Like the game just finished in like 29 minutes. Like both Anchorman and White Lotus, they have 1 death each, and they were just constantly waiting for his team to do something with them together. Like Umbreal Grave Blade, by the way. So Grave Blade, I don't know, but anyways, like they had the time. They were waiting for their team to group up. They wanted to get vision, but they weren't getting vision. Their side lanes were getting picked off in a number advantage, and they just lost the game, pretty much. So props to Furious Gaming to recognize, and like Boogie playing well, and Boogie, three level lead and bullying out Solid Snake. But there were moments that Infinity could have been coming out on top, and Infinity had the tools, had the vision advantage with the White Lotus build, but they just couldn't capitalize on it. So going to be very exciting to see next week how Infinity fare against like All Knights, because both these teams are coming from a loss, and I think both these teams are struggling in like a vision department, and it's going to be interesting to see how these teams close out a game, snowball the game, because Infinity's problem is very clear. I think Cody definitely, he seemed a little bit lost, and Cody and Solid Snake needs to work together to get some sort of vision for White Lotus and Anchorman to do, to do something on the map. And Bugux needs to just chill, pretty much. So thanks for watching the VOD review. I'll see you guys next time.